Now, the Minister for Energy and Green Transitions, Jinapor, has announced a reduction in the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG's budgetary allocation from 500 million cedis to 250 million cedis following reports of missing containers at the port. The decision aims to help settle debts owed to power producers. Speaking on the floor of Parliament, Jinapor assured Parliament that steps were being taken to prevent further financial mismanagement and to ensure ECG remains operational. ChannelOne News' Jinapor was in Parliament for us.
The Minister for Energy and Green Transition, Jinapor, disclosed to Parliament on Friday that the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, was initially allocated 935 million Ghana cedis in 2023 for planned procurement. However, the company exceeded its budget by 7.3 billion Ghana cedis, primarily due to excessive cable purchases. The financial overrun has resulted in revenue shortages, leading to missing containers at the port due to unpaid clearance fees. The minister stated that such practices contribute to disruptions in power supply and announced measures to address the situation.
2024, their budget was 1.3 billion for procurement. They ended up procuring 8.2 billion. That is the source of the problem. And I hold the view that whoever was responsible and the MD approving, Mr. Speaker, is even worried. If you look at the procurement, the MD has a threshold of $1 million. A day they sign 20 contracts, all of them 900, 900, 900, 900. We are giving some immediate directives. The procurement unit was merged with the estate department. The head of procurement was jettisoned, and the head of estate department was then made to take care of the procurement. So I've written to ECG immediately that should be decoupled and a qualified procurement expert should man the procurement unit. Secondly, we've reduced their budget from 500 million to 250 because we must pay for the power producers. Today the bill is over 80 billion in the energy sector, over 80 billion. If we don't do something, this sector would collapse. How come containers at the ports, containers that have arrived, the bureaucracy at our ports, they say the containers are missing. Mr. Speaker, it is true that when these containers come, there is some connivance with some customs officials, and they sell these containers, these cables that ECG needs. Honorable Minister, I know what you can do. If we can give you support to do it, you must adopt a posture, a non-partisan posture, and tackle the rots. But if we all want to approach it MPP, NDC, Mr. Speaker, it will remain.
Meanwhile, the former Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel Abdullahi Jinapor, in an interaction with journalists, stated that illegal mining activities, also known as galamsey, are on the rise under the Mahama administration.
But the other question, has illegal small-scale mining or galamsey worsened or has it improved? I think quite clearly, I mean, I'm not to say it, and quite clearly, even a novice and a bystander will not help but come to the objective conclusion that things seems to be getting out of hand.
The House is expected to pass the appropriation bill tonight before it rises for the Easter holidays. For ChannelOne News from Parliament, Ni Ayukwe Okai.